Hey guys, Warren here from Toit Fishing. We're checking out the Toit Knot today. Episode 6, the world's strongest knot. Really excited, bit nervous I must be honest. Testing your own knot, that's a bit weird. So we've put the knot to test on this machine. We're going to find out how it holds up on fluorocarbon, on monofilament, on braid. Hi all, Warren here from Toit Fishing. Thanks for joining us today. I've been asking this question, can a new fishing knot be designed in 2020? Well, today we're going to find out the answer. Let's unpack this knot. Just before we get in, I just want to quickly talk about cups of tea or a brew. I know I refer to it a lot. Well, I've lived in the UK for 20 years. Before that I lived in South Africa for about 22 years, something like that. And I came over here, met my wife, and it became very apparent very quickly, like tea, it's like a cup of water in this place. It literally is. So we're down at Auntie Ursula's again. She's on the crossword puzzle and I'm on drinks run duty again. That's kind of a normal thing. Tea for Tom, tea for Margaret, tea for Liz, tea for Auntie Ursula. So I'm on drinks duty, really technical order again. So I'm standing in the kitchen and I'm thinking, hang on a minute, don't they know you get Coke, Fanta, coffee, water? But everyone's having tea. Well, you can't upset the norm. Well, that's with a lot of things in life. Please like, please subscribe, and please check out our website if you've got spare time. For those of you joining us for the first time on the world's strongest knot, brief summary of all our parameters. Number 1. Remaining unbiased, we won't mention any manufacturer's names. Number 2, we're testing monofilament, fluorocarbon and braid. Number 3, testing £10, £30, £50, £80, £100. Number 4, all knots compared to 100% line strength that we've measured, not what it says on the spool or the can. All our results will be converted to percentages compared back to the main 100% line strength. We'll also give you data on exactly how many wraps to use. At the end, we'll also give you a summary for the final percentages for monofilament, fluorocarbon and braid. And lastly, we've also done about 450 knot tests for this knot to give you reliable, honest data. Right, tip of the day, make sure you know exactly what your knot looks like. When you tie a knot, the tag end takes a particular route. It's really important to know exactly where that's going. How many wraps? Is it over wrapped? Is it going under, over? All these different questions. We've got a few videos up. Have a look at them. There's some great knots we've done. Check them out. Just a couple of prompts for you with regards to the Toit Knot. If you're asking yourself, how many wraps? Why is it over wrapped? What's a hanger? Why does it go underneath both of the loops on the hook end or the swivel end? Why does the tag end go through the entire middle of the knot? We've answered a lot of those questions in our overview video. Click up here for that, and also in our how-to tutorial, the full one. Click up here as well. We've answered tons of these questions and you might find it very informative. So on monofilament, I'm really interested to see on the thicker lines how it performs. We've got the tag end and the standing end both exiting through the middle of the knot. Let's see how that helps these knots to perform. Alright, 10 pound monofilament, 13.8 pounds actual measured line strength, 3 wraps and 99.69% mean knot strength. 30 pound monofilament, 42.2 pounds actual line strength, 3 wraps, 99.24%. 50 pound monofilament, 66.79 pounds actual line strength, 3 wraps and 88.96%. 80 pound monofilament, 103.53 pounds, 3 wraps and 94.4%. 100 pound monofilament, 117.96 pounds, 3 wraps and 93.64%. Right, braided lines, the thicker lines, tough nut to crack. Let's have a look at the results. Right, 10 pound braided line, 21.7 pounds actual measured line strength, 4 wraps, 95.63%. 30 pound braided line, 32.16 pounds, 4 wraps and 89.83%. 50 pound braided line, 55.05 pounds, 4 wraps and 80.22%. 80 pound braided line, 85.89 pounds, 4 wraps and 72.68%. 100 pound braided line, 93.74 pounds, 4 wraps and 72.71%. Right, lastly, fluorocarbon. Everyone's using this leader material. It's really important to get a good knot for this stuff. It does fail with certain knots. Let's see how it performs with the Toit Knot. Right, 10 pound fluorocarbon line, 11.41 pounds actual line strength, 3 wraps, 93.23%. 30 pound fluorocarbon line, 27.59 pounds, 3 wraps, 91.8%. 50 pound fluorocarbon line, 42.35 pounds, 3 wraps and 84.8%. 80 pound fluorocarbon line, 58.68 pounds, 3 wraps and 94.55%. Right, so my design intent on this knot was to lock up the front end of the knot and the back of the knot and to achieve the least amount of movement within the knot. It's very apparent, as I've said in many of my videos, the more movement within the knot, that's how you get all this damage, upset, and that's where the knot fails. Really important to eliminate this. Try and have a knot that's really compact, that doesn't have a lot of movement. Really, really important. Right, let's check out the final results. Monofilament first. This line has caused problems with certain knots so far in our World's Strongest Knot series. Let's check out the leaderboard. Oh my gosh, check that out. 95.19% straight to the top. Really chuffed to bits with that. Oh my gosh, fantastic. Fluorocarbon, let's take a look. 91.1%. Oh my gosh, I'm ecstatic again. Just remember, don't add more wraps. I've tested it. It really compromises this knot. Keep the wraps to 3 like I've suggested and you're good to go. No more. Don't add 4, don't add 5. You don't need them. Right, braided line, finally the toughest line to crack, especially when you're going straight over 30 pounds. All the lines above, they really, really struggle. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. 82.21%. Now that's really, really good overall percentage. It sounds low, but like I say, you'll look at some of our other testing videos, you'll see the heavier lines, they really struggle with this braided line. It is an issue. Right, I'm going to reveal the secrets to the Toit Knot and why it does so well. Firstly, to limit the movement within the knots, I've put a stopper at the front end of the knot and the back end of the knot. So you've got these 2 areas containing all the line, and it's trying to restrict with every inch of its strength, restrict the movement of the line within the knot. That's really, really important. So the second most important part, well actually probably this is the most important knot principle to the Toit Knot, is it's got these 2 lines, the tag end and the standing end, coming out the back end of the knot, running up through the middle. The standing end is the piece of line that always struggles with all knots. All these knots have got a single line coming out. I've managed to achieve 2 lines coming out the back of the knot, which means all the abrasion and the movement and the rubbing of the line on the standing end is now divided by 2 pieces of line exiting the knot. So as the knot moves, there's 2 pieces of lines sharing the abrasion of the wraps. That's really, really important. That's one of the reasons why this knot is so good. The wraps, although they're rubbing on the standing end, they are only rubbing on half of the knot because the tag end's right next to it. Really important. That's why this knot does so well. Yeah, so basically a lot of these other knots, there are many, have got the tag end line running around the outside of the knot, and my aim was to divide and conquer. 2 lines running up the middle, tag end really secured, and that's the secret and that's the beauty of this knot, and I think that's why it does so well. Right, so this is it. I know everyone's got a cup of tea when it comes to a fishing knot. All I can ask is for you to try a Fanta grape, a Coke, a cup of coffee. Try the Toit Knot. I'm putting my name on it. You won't be disappointed. It's a really, really good knot. I know it's slightly complicated for the kids to tie because you got to watch that, the tag end coming out the bottom initially when you wrap around the hook or the eyelet. That's really important that it comes out the bottom. There's a couple of tweaks. Check out the how-to, check out the overview. All I can ask is that you try a Fanta, try a Coke, try the Toit Knot. You know, I know you love your uni knot or your Palomar knot or whatever knot you like. Right, so that was it, the Toit Knot, episode 6. Really, really chuffed to bits with the results. Pressure's on though, it's at the top. The pressure's always on when you're on the top. Not for long, who knows. Got the San Diego Jam Knot coming up, got a few other big names coming up. We'll see how they behave. That'll be interesting. I've got this catchphrase, you guys may like it. Or catchphrases even in, like, I'm old. I appreciate some of the guys watching this might be a lot younger than me. Anyway, this is the catchphrase. Let me know in the comments below if you like it. So it goes, stay tight, stay toit. Do you like it? Who knows, it's a bit of cheese, I appreciate that, but I think it's pretty cool. Thanks for watching. This is the world's strongest knot. Thanks for joining us on this episode. I'm Warren, this is Toit Fishing. Until next time guys, take care, and girls, take care. And see you for the Pizza Knot, that's coming up shortly, can't wait. Right, just quickly, I'm snapping a piece of 100-pound monofilament. Listen to the crack on this thing. This stuff really gives way when it goes. It's gonna go with a bang. What do you think of the new fixed string? I love it. Took a lot of time designing this. Got it machined up by a firm I used to work at. I think it's great. Listen to the crack on this when it goes. 100-pound monofilament. This stuff goes off like the clappers. A bit nervous standing this close, but anyway. Let's have a look. What we got? Kind of over 80. It's peaking now. Peaking. Oh my gosh. Really. Oh my goodness gracious. Freaking hit me on the face. Like I say, normally wear glasses of this. I should have worn glasses. That was a bit silly. Anyway, that was pretty cool. Gosh, it slapped me on the face, man. What the heck? Anyway, what do you think of the new fixturing? I think it's cool. Oh my gosh, I better check if that's not bleeding. Yeah, anyway, that was the end of that monofilament. Yeah, fixturing works a treat.